Here's the deal, Randall.
What's up?
I come to you after the last time we spoke with something new. I have an ass tattoo.
Okay. Is it like a big one?
It's not a big one. It's a little tiny one that my girlfriend put on my ass.
On purpose.
On purpose. It's real.
Whose
I
idea?
can feel it.
Was it Kelsey's idea or your idea?
It was my idea. I guess it kind of started as a joke and then it developed rather quickly. And so she just did a little freehand heart and honestly did great. I'll tell you what. The ass is a meaty chunk of meat. Like it didn't hurt one bit.
I was going to say, did it hurt? I feel like maybe not. It's kind of like an open canvas.
It's the best one. I might get only ass tattoos. It didn't hurt a lick.
Maybe that's why people do that. You know, they go to Vegas and wake up with an ass tattoo. That could be why, because nobody wakes up during it.
I went to a suburban Airbnb in Raleigh, so pretty much the same thing.
That is pretty much the same thing. That's pretty good.
Pretty much the same thing. But I might advise every single person to get a tattoo gun and just like, we should just start fucking firing things off on each other. You want me to do your
Who
first
asked
one?
Everybody? No, we're moving on. No ass tattoos. Not by you. No, definitely not by you.
Okay. Yeah, welcome to Who Asked. This is a comedy podcast, as you know. And as you love, and today we're going to be talking about the delicious nectar of the gods, some have called it. Look at that. It's coffee, for those not watching.
Coffee.
I just love a pumpkin spice fucking coffee. We have our sweaters on, a flannel. It's getting cool. There's, again, a chill in the air. I think I talked about this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Don't care. It just keeps getting better. So we're going to talk coffee a little bit. And then we're going to do a mystery segment that I will wait to tell you until this segment is there. Newsreel, Trivia Tuesday, a spin on You Asked. I have a spin for you.
Oh, okay. I'm not prepared for that.
I know. And as always, I'm Aiden. That is
Randall Brown.
Russo's my last name. So let's get into it because coffee's a hot topic. We are both. This is a pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks.
This is actually a Dunka latte. Did you know that that's a thing?
The fuck is that?
So you use a different kind of milk that I didn't know existed. It uses coffee milk. They make milk from the coffee bean, and that's the milk that they use. And it is insanely good. It is. I've never had it until this drink, and I think I'll get it every time now. So
wait, so is there pumpkin in it?
Yeah, it's a pumpkin. The flavor is pumpkin.
It's a pumpkin Dunka latte.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin Dunka latte. That is a real thing.
Okay, it is. I feel like I'm doing newsreel, but I'm looking it up right now. Dunka latte. This is coffee milk latte. Sips like a latte and tastes like a melty milkshake. Does it taste like a melty milkshake?
I mean, it does feel very milky, but it doesn't have milk in it. So I don't know.
It's milky, all right. Speaking of milk, I guess maybe this is a good segue for the one of the questions I had for you. It's made of milk with either coffee syrup or coffee extract stirred into it. Okay, so it's just also it's just milk with coffee. Yeah, it's just milk.
No, it's a Dunka latte with coffee milk.
It's like it's not like oats are pressed into the liquid of the oats.
No,
it's just
press
milk
the
that they
bean.
put coffee in. Okay.
No, I don't think you're understanding it.
No, I don't think so either. Speaking of, I believe you're an almond milk guy, but where do you stand on the whole cream milk substitute thing?
I say go with wherever your heart desires and wherever your stomach can persist.
I was going to call you a coward, but the stomach problems are real.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people these days, they drink any kind of milk. You know, they say everybody's a little bit lactose intolerant, and, you know,
I believe it's
if
true.
you could just avoid it, then why not just avoid it, you know? And that's fine by me.
I'll tell you why not.
Uh-oh.
It's because I don't like the alternatives in my coffee.
What do you mean? Have you tried them all? There's so many.
There are so many, but I don't think they do anything, and which is different because at my new job I've been putting in just a little almond milk because we have that fancy Nespresso machine.
Nice.
And I don't know. It's basically just like an espresso shot, so you don't need a lot of stuff.
Right.
But in general, if I'm having like a drip coffee or like diner coffee, when I put almond milk in it, it's just like it It doesn't do anything.
I mean, I guess. I don't know, because that's the thing. I think they're different, and I like them for that. Like, if I want, like, a light coffee, I'll even go oat milk, because that's, like, basically water you're putting in there. So, and that
Literally.
you can just drink it like that. But I get it. But I think the milk and the heavy cream is too much. It's too much.
No, we talked about this half and half, not heavy cream.
Well, sure, but it's half heavy cream. That's what I just call it that because it's easier.
You know, I know. Well, but they're very different.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what, they're very different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm staunchly anti-milk substitute, and I want.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't think I knew that about you. I thought that you
really.
I thought that you would partake in the other stuff, but
because I got IBS.
Yeah, I think that maybe that's where it came from.
That's probably what it was. Yeah,
it was just a deep knowing of your gut. You know.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had literally however many sips before this podcast, and immediately had to use the restroom.
Well, so like you gotta
could
find
be a number of factors.
No, it couldn't. You gotta find something else that you like. There's try coffee milk.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll keep doing the milk, but add a coffee syrup to it.
Right. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No cream. What is like your favorite coffee? Because there are all the things now. And I'm not even talking like diner coffee is its own category to me, which, by the way, there is nothing better than a shit diner coffee.
Agreed. Very much agreed. Absolutely. And you know what? They're pretty good. I mean, at least in Jersey, they're pretty good. I would prefer that over going to Dunkin' sometimes or like something like that. Yeah.
But like between drip, French press, like an espresso machine, a mocha, is that what it is? Those pots that you put on the stovetop, is that what that is?
I don't think it's called that, but I know what you mean.
Mocha? I don't know.
Maybe.
I think I'm right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't.
Or obviously cold brew, but let's talk hot coffee.
Okay. Well, if we're talking hot coffee, I mean, I do love a good tiny cup of espresso because I think the first time I had it, it was. Again, when I was visiting my family
in Italy, here we go.
But still,
God.
And like it was just so fake. It tasted like chemicals, and I was like, this is. It didn't live up to the hype to me, is what I was saying. So like, I went home, and then I went to like a coffee place, and I was like, well, I want to try an American version, and the American version was better. So I liked. I took a liking to that. But if I'm gonna go and I want to get a coffee. If it's hot coffee, I'll go to a diner. I want that kind of coffee. But if it's cold coffee, which I would probably take more often, I'll just go to Dunkin'. Probably not Starbucks, but.
So you're not Starbucks.
No, I'm not. It's
Is it like a coffee quality thing? Because I'm a Starbucks guy. Like, well, I should say I support local first.
Right.
But when it needs to be more convenient for me, I'm Starbucks over Dunkin' every time now.
Yeah, no, Dunkin', I don't know. It's commercialized enough where I know it's going to be consistent. But if I go to Starbucks, they're either going to mess something up or I'm not going to get the right thing. In my own personal experience, I usually don't get things right.
Call out the store. Let's call out the store numbers and names and get those people fired.
Yeah. Well, remember that one at Marshall Street? That one was terrible.
Oh, that one was fucking dog shit.
So that was my main experience with Starbucks was that one. But point being, I just think Dunkin's coffee is consistent. It's exactly what you want. And it's really hard to mess up because there's probably a robot in the back doing it. Where Starbucks, there's an underpaid teenager doing it. So like that's the difference.
Listen, I'll tell you what. People are making Starbucks a little bit of a career now. Like
really, they're not underpaid.
Well, they're probably for sure underpaid, but they have unions now. Starbucks unionized.
Very good.
Like a little. Well, some of them did.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think the first one was in the very liberal city of Buffalo, New York, actually.
Nice. Very good.
So,
well, if they pay them more and they start getting the orders very well done, maybe I'll start going.
I'm surprised because I've had the total opposite experience. I for sure get some iffy Starbucks sometimes, but for the most part, and I order online, so I have my recipe tailored to the number of pumps. If I get a syrup in there, a quarter inch of cream because otherwise they put too much in. And Dunkin', they are just like they're back there, fucking.
Like I said, it's a robot, or it's like, and then you're done. Like that's the end.
They are absolutely butt fucking it back there in Dunkin', and I'm getting a sweet mess of.
It's a hodgepodge. That's fair. I'll give you that. I don't know. I'm at the point where, I mean, I think you know this, but even I go to Starbucks these days. I don't even get coffee if everybody's going to Starbucks and they get something.
Yeah, you get the pink drink.
Yeah, the very berry hibiscus refresher. I mean, it's so good. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll give them that.
You're the very berry hibiscus guy.
I do like that a lot. It's very good, and it's better than their coffee.
To be fair, it's good.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna not give them business if I'm nearby and everybody's going, but yeah.
Well, the coffee thing. See, here's what I wouldn't do at Dunkin' is get like espresso, because after a trip to California, in San Jose, we went to this place, Los Gatos. That's what the girlies in the valley call it.
Nice.
We went to this coffee shop, and I got an Americano, which is espresso with water, an iced Americano, and it was the best espresso I've ever had in my life. I couldn't stop thinking about it, that now a lot of times I will get Americanos because the espresso flavor is so good. Just a little bit of cream, tiny bit of sugar. Perfect. Like,
yeah.
The cold brews at Starbucks and Dunkin' are both kind of dog shit. At least the Americano, you kind of get some espresso, and that's really nice.
Yeah, I love the taste of espresso. Like, you could put an espresso shot in any coffee or whatever for Dunkin'. I do that every time. I'm pretty sure I did it. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, you add an espresso shot?
Yeah, you can see espresso.
Look at that. Yeah, absolutely. I used to do that, but now it's like that makes my coffee like $13. So I don't feel like it.
So I have a question for you then. Let's say you're in the office and somebody comes by and says, I'm making a coffee run. What do you want? What do you tell them?
God, that's my favorite question in the whole fucking world, because then they pay for it. Usually what I say is just like a large cold brew with cream and sugar.
Okay.
That's my answer, because I don't like getting complicated. I want to be easy, and I'm not a snob. And I also don't want to be like, yeah, get me like something with like hazelnut or something, because sometimes I like a little hazelnut sweetener. And I don't want them to think I'm a bitch.
Okay, I'm glad you settled on bitch there.
Yeah, there's so many words that were tantalizing. I bet the audience was on the tip of their feet.
Oh, God. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I don't want to be complicated either. That's kind of what it is. And usually if I was in the office and I was in the middle of something, I didn't want to give a whole, give me this without milk, but no milk, and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I just started saying black coffee to people just because I didn't want them to worry about it.
Yeah, you did that to me when you were here.
I did? Oh.
I'm quite certain of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You were working.
Yes. Yeah. Well, especially if I have my mind somewhere else. But if I just don't want them to worry about it and they're like getting 20 orders, I want to be the easy one. You know what I mean? Just tall black the end and call it there.
I'll drink a black coffee. I prefer cream and sugar. And I had this, this is kind of a story, maybe a question, but the sweetener thing. Like, I mean, I obviously used to like definitely, it was always like vanilla, cream, make it pretty sweet. Now, I don't mind like just cream and sugar, but I do like cream and sugar more than black. The story is when I used to like drive around with my dad. God, this was 10 plus years ago. My dad was a big Adam Carolla guy, which
I think I know him.
Which when I think about it, he's like sad to say it, like the granddaddy of podcasting, like one of the OG podcasters. Like he did the Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel. You would know his voice. You would know his voice. And at the time, like he kind of got me into podcasting. I listened to him a lot, and then I think he started to become a grifter as it goes. But when I really started to realize like, oh, he's this kind of guy, is when he just went on a rant that was like, in my office there will be half and half, and there will be sugar. There's not going to be any of that French vanilla cream, that hazelnut cream. What are we doing here? He's like, making fun of like the women for liking it. Sure, and he was just like, if you're a man and you don't just put cream in your coffee, like you are a bat, like, and I was like, okay, like it's not that serious.
Yeah. Like, God forbid your employees are happy working for you. You know what I mean? Can't have that. Absolutely not. Unbelievable.
I just always thought it was so funny, and I would just like sit there with my dad, and we'd be listening to Adam Carolla. I was like,
"It's not that bad." Yeah.
Yeah. What are we doing here? Any other coffee related stuff? I mean,
I don't think so. Right?
I'm just drinking this pumpkin cream cold brew, and I am
Yeah, I mean,
nutting, and it's hard to focus on
gonna be up
you and on the show.
all night, but that's okay because go birds.
Does it do that for you? Like, does coffee do that for you? Does it really fuck you up?
No, I can drink a coffee at like a normal black coffee at 8 p.m. and still
Yep.
be in bed by midnight. But if
Yep.
I drink it at like 11 or 12, it'll have the effect, and I'll be
Well,
up until
sure.
3 or 4 in the morning. I had to pull a couple of those in law school, but like that's so I know it works. Is what it's
Yeah,
good. If
okay.
I need to
Well,
stay
that's
up,
good.
I could do that.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't like. People at work will be like, "Oh, like you're having a coffee at 4. Like my cutoff's 3," and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'll have a coffee at 7, and I
Yeah.
can go to bed at 10." Like at
Definitely.
I'm tired. I don't know if it like. I think it might have the opposite effect on me. Like I think it works. I think for 5 minutes, if I drink it fast, I can feel it, and then I'm like, that made me sleepy.
Do you think that's like a conditioning thing where you only drink it when you're sleepy, so you think that it's making you sleepy?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
I don't
Just
know.
think about it next time.
I don't know, because I don't think I only drink it when I'm sleepy.
Yeah, but when you're
I'm
going to be...
when I'm an eepy little boy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How about espresso martinis, just to close this one off? Where are you at on those?
Never had one, actually, truthfully. I'm going
What?
to be honest, I've never had
Are you
one.
serious?
I've made them for people, but I've never had one before.
You
Yeah.
are not a certified girly pop, Randall Brown.
Damn. I thought it was. Next time.
Well, maybe we're gonna have to do espresso martinis for our buzzball
Right.
episode.
Yes, the fabled buzzball episode. When will that happen?
2 espresso martinis, then 6 buzzballs, and see what happens, and then come back in the morning.
Those you ask questions are going to be a little off the walls, I think.
Oh, they're not gonna be good. We should have people call in too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think we had anything too controversial in that coffee thing. So nothing too inflammatory. I'll just say, if you don't drink coffee, fucking grow up. And if you drink decaf, super grow up.
And you're the
and that's
Starbucks boy, and I'm the Dunkin' boy.
I'm Starbucks boy, you're Dunkin' girl, and that's me, Adam Carolla.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Bottoms up.
I have way too much coffee for that. That one's not... Swallow. Don't choke on your...
I can't swallow. Sorry, I can't swallow. I can't swallow. That's what you said.
I'm not giving it to you. I knew you wanted it. I knew you were
wanted to
fishing
see
for
what
it.
would happen if I teed you up.
Nope, absolutely not.
All right, fine. What do you say we move on?
Let's do it.
While the caffeine is high, while the vibes are electric, let's do Newsreel, the segment where we talk about news.
News.
Hey, what do you get when you cross West Palm Beach with a city in Pennsylvania?
A really bad sunburn.
I don't know, 2 assassination attempts. I couldn't think of anything. I couldn't think of a good one.
Oh, is that where he was in the other one? I didn't even put that together.
I was hoping you'd have a good punchline because I didn't.
Yeah, no, I knew the other one was. You could have said Bucks County, something with Buck. Anyway, well,
That's fine. Big buck hunter. Newsreel. Randall, I'd like you to start this one off for me.
would you really? Okay.
Yeah, I actually would. The score is me 5, you 6, so you do have a leg up on me right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's see how it changes. If it changes. Are you ready?
Ready.
For Newsreel, Texas market covers charcuterie board in 1,032 pounds of snacks. Central Market in Austin, Texas, broke a Guinness World Record by assembling a charcuterie board topped with over 1,032 pounds of meats, cheeses, and other qualifying ingredients. The world's largest charcuterie board was assembled to celebrate Central Market's 30th anniversary. The previous record was set by Florida snack delivery service Bordery, which was topped with 769 pounds of qualifying ingredients.
Part of me wants to say it can't be real because I would win the charcuterie board if I laid my meat on a board. That's 1,400 pounds of...
I didn't think you were going that way with it. I thought you were posturing your own charcuterie board, but
No,
it was
it
a dick
wasn't.
joke.
It was cock talk. It was a little cock talk. That's very inane of you.
Maybe.
So I'm going to be confident, and I'm going to say that is a real story.
Yep, it's real. You got it. Very true. I thought it might be just normal enough to throw
It
you
was.
off.
It really.
And it almost
was,
did because you said that. I was like, yes, I got him. Nope.
It was very
Well done.
much just normal enough. Wait, so like it was like 1,300 pounds of meats and
Oh yeah.
cheeses.
Oh yeah. It's like it looks like a giant waste of food. I'll send it to you right now. But it's definitely
Everything-
just done for the Guinness Book. Like that's
Yeah.
all
Well, like, where did we go? Like, why?
That's definitely-
Why do we have to do these dumb things for the Guinness Book of World Records? Oh, nice screenshot, idiot.
Yeah, that is definitely not. There we go. How did that even get in my paste anyway? Look at that.
That's so much. Oh my god, that is a. If you don't know what that much meat and cheese looks like, look up 1,300 pounds of meat on your
Yep.
computer with safe search off.
Oh, the guy's got a shirt. I built the world's largest
I built that.
charcuterie
Yeah, I just
board.
got there too. There you go. What a fucking loser.
Damn. All right. Well, hey.
This
get
is
your
this
point.
is the dude perfectification of our world.
Of the Italian
guys-
cuisine.
Yeah, those guys fucking stink, dude.
All right, it's 6-6. I gotta win here.
6-6. That's the devil's lettuce. Here we go.
True.
I got another one from Idaho for you.
Never good.
Idaho man spits ping pong ball at a wall to break record. Serial record breaker David Rush broke one of his own records by using his mouth to bounce a ping pong ball off a wall 47 times in 30 seconds. The Boise, Idaho resident, who currently holds the most concurrent Guinness World Record titles in the world, previously set the record for the most times to bounce a ping pong ball off a wall with the mouth at 43. That is a mouthful. Rush took aim at his own title during a record-breaking marathon at Guinness World Record headquarters in London. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to beat it since it's an extremely challenging record that requires speed, precision, and consistency, Rush wrote online. Rush managed to beat his own record with 47 bounces in 30 seconds.
So 47 times in 30 seconds.
47 times in 30 seconds, that's a fucking lot.
Which is why I'm gonna say fake.
Guess what, dumbass?
No! Damn it!
Guess what, idiot?
How is that even possible? That can't
It's
be
real.
possible.
It
That's
can be
insane.
possible. You know what's funny is as soon as you sent me that link, I got a link from the same website you did, so I assumed that you had seen it, and I was like,
Even
uh-oh.
funnier. Nope. That's even funnier.
It when you watch it, it almost doesn't look like it's happening more than once per second. But it's
Just
very
the stop of the video. Oh, what? How is this real? This
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can put the clip in on the episode. Because
yeah.
it's crazy.
Oh God, it gets so deep into his mouth. Oh, it's like in here, and then
The ball goes to his uvula, and that's what shoots it back out.
Oh, who made that category? Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, these things don't have to, like, and also I believe with the Guinness World Record, like, you can just submit whatever you want, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, if it's good enough, like, we'll take it. So all of these are fake. It's like back
Well,
in 2007 at the
Yeah.
Scholastic Book Fair,
Yeah.
those were cool.
see, but like one guy did it, and then this guy saw the record and was like, "I could beat that." You know?
No,
what I
but
mean?
here's the thing. He beat his own record.
Oh my God.
So
Somebody that just add him to the list of people that need to be in a penitentiary.
I've got a long list of
Yep,
people that need
with
to
the,
be in
the
prison.
official Who Asked list of who we
Yeah,
think should be in prison.
we'll make a burn book.
Yeah. God.
People that need to be on death row.
All right. Well, look at that. It just swapped up.
6-6. Let me make sure I actually update it this time because I forgot what the score was.
Oh, you silly goose.
And it's only episode 10, but it's also episode 10. Happy 10th anniversary,
Wow, is it?
young man.
Yeah, and also to you.
Thanks.
Happy to be here.
You know what they say? If you make it to 10, you're more likely to make it to 500 than if you make it to 2, then you're not going to make it to 10.
Is that what they say? Is that Confucius?
I think so. Yeah, no, I think that was Confucius.
That's very good.
Let's move on before I keep talking to our mystery segment.
Mystery.
And the mystery segment for those waiting with bated breath is we're going to do 2 truths and a lie about our life.
And it's going to be a little difficult just because we know most of the things that people would use as icebreakers in 2 truths and a lie. So we kind of had to go over some deep cuts on this one.
We went for some deep cuts, and I specifically, I thought about keeping it to like one sentence, but just changing one very minor detail. But I went a little more with like memories, like a few sentences, not long, but some memories.
Yeah, that's fair. Mine aren't all past, but yeah.
Whoa.
So we'll
they're not
we'll
all
see.
as in their future.
Not well. There's another one, if you believe it or not. Present, more.
Yeah, of course, the present.
Yes. So I went first for coffee or whatever. So, all right, I'm gonna let you blow that
For
one out
newsreel.
first.
Yeah, sorry, I had a crazy booger. Hopefully you can't hear the sniffling.
Anyway, so
yes.
Who should go first? Should I go first? You go
I'll go
first.
I'll go first. You went first for newsreel.
It's true.
Not the coffee, the newsreel. Ninny.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you 3 things.
Yeah.
2 of them are
them's a
true.
lie.
For those that don't know how 2 truths and a lie works.
I don't think you need to do this. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. I once told on myself for saying shit accidentally in a fake song, rhyming things with hit. I told on myself because I said it while my brother was there. I was young, obviously. So I told my mom to just give me the soap, and I put a bar of soap in my mouth for a few minutes. That's the first one.
Yep.
Second one, my favorite movie as a kid was Toy Story. Me and my brother would pretend to be characters, and I was never allowed to be Woody or Buzz Lightyear, or else he would beat me up.
Okay.
Last one. I made an all-star baseball team basically by default because of the way like the ages broke down, like U13, U12 or whatever, because I wouldn't have made the older one. So I was in the younger group. We won it all. I won the outfield throw competition. I was named MVP, and the next year I didn't make the 9th grade baseball team. And those are my truths, lies.
That last one, I was like, I think that's the lie, but the ending was the most aided thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's so fucking rude.
I'm sorry. I think the first one is the lie.
The first one. That one is true.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
it's the second one.
Yeah. Okay.
The Toy Story one. So I have. I'll talk a little bit about both. The lie. I changed this a little. It was more like our favorite movie as kids was the Three Ninjas movies. Do you know of those?
I don't think so.
The Three Ninjas movies, by the way, are fucking sick.
Right, yeah. Are they like animated or?
No. They're like live action. It's like kind of a spin-off of Karate Kid. There's like an old guy and then the 3 kids who are like turning to be ninjas. They beat people up. There's one in like Hulk Hogan's amusement park. It's fucking dope. And me, my brother, and his best friend CJ, we would pretend to be the 3 ninjas, and I was Tum Tum, the yellow ninja.
Okay. So you were at least allowed to be a ninja. I was gonna say, if you don't get to be one of the 3 ninjas,
I was allowed to be the ninja.
Cool.
Yeah, and we would take the VHS player, and then we would learn a scene from the 3 Ninjas movies, and then film ourselves doing it in the basement. And I wonder why I like grew up to be the way I am. But everyone pretended to do that, right? Like everyone at some point was a theater kid.
Yeah, I think so. I don't need to share this on the podcast, but I will. My sister and my cousin.
That's how it should be.
They used to be big musical people. Like they'd see High School Musical and Grease and all that. And when we were younger, they took us to see Grease at like a stage production because we had some friends that were in it. And I just got so into it, and like we started like then we like on our own would do like this rendition of Grease Lightning, and unfortunately I was too young where I didn't understand that the phrase "you know that I ain't bragging, she's a real pussy wagon" is not good to yell out. So my dad had to take me aside and be like, "Hey there, champ, we don't say that."
Boss man. No pussy wagon.
Yep,
You're
nope.
6.
Yep. So yes, I think at least, people that come from our walk of life probably had a face like that. Yeah.
That's so funny. Well, which is like the first one. I did say shit. I was like, just like, oh, hit, do the thing in the bit, and and the shit. And my brother was like, what? And so I told my mom, and I literally told her, I was like, just give me the soap. I'll just soap my mouth. And
she was probably like, this kid.
I think she literally was like, you don't have to, but if you want. And I was like, yes, please.
Oh my God.
Sadism. This weekend I was with some friends in North Carolina, like I was saying. We were playing Taboo. Yeah, the game where you like have to get the word without saying other words. And my friend was my partner, and she went like, "Oh, the thing that your parents call you." And I was like,
"Oh no."
Like, son, like champ, I don't know. When you say a bad word, I was like, potty mouth, like yucky. We didn't get it. And she's like, "It was filth." And I was like, "Huh?" She's like, "Your parents didn't just call you filth?" I was like, "No." Like,
that is a new one.
How is that your first reaction is like, that thing my parents called me?
Does that person go to therapy?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I will leave her nameless, but it was so funny.
That is funny.
Actually, can I tell a little story because I am leaving her nameless? She might listen now, but it was the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. We were playing Taboo. She put down a card. She skipped it. She's like, "I don't even know what this word is." And I like went and picked it up, and I turned it over towards me and Kels, and the word was apartheid. And we both just fucking started cackling. It was like picture perfect. You couldn't script it better. Just the way she was like, "I don't even know what that
out
is."
Of The Office or something. Like, you look at it, just look at each other.
100%.
So
it was amazing. She was like, "Oh yeah, I guess I shouldn't. I guess I do know that."
Jeez,
it was so funny.
All right, well,
holy shit,
fair enough.
Okay. We're not keeping score of this, but no. I don't know. Whatever.
No.
You're wrong. I'm
we
right.
We have too many scores at this point.
We have way too many scores.
Yeah, that's all right. So is it my turn now, or do you want to?
Yeah,
talk about your
that's
third
all I
one?
got.
Okay. All right.
No, that's true. I was the best player on that All-Star team. I did great, and then I was, as you might guess, the next person to make the team, and I didn't make it.
Well, that would have been a very different Aiden if you had made that team, I think. So
I know.
We may never have met otherwise. So
that's true.
Screw him. Okay, my turn here. I did kind of short sentences, a little different from you, but we'll see how it goes. Number 1, I had a near-death experience in high school. Number 2, I recently started and quit online gambling. Number 3, I have never been to a Philadelphia 76ers game.
Huh. Whoa, the gambling thing. If that's real, you would have been you're keeping a real secret from us. Like from our group chat. 76ers game and a near death. Near death is vague enough, and I'm pretty sure you have. It's probably like an allergy or something, and you didn't have an EpiPen. Is my guess, but also it's probably something else that I'm just not thinking of. Gambling, online gambling, like in a poker room. I miss poker rooms when you were like 13 and it was super illegal.
Yeah.
I think you put this here on purpose. I'm gonna say the lie is the 76. Wait, you said you have never been?
Yeah.
Regis, I'm gonna ask the audience. I'm gonna phone a friend. Can I use a lifeline?
Sure.
This is gonna be like the time the guy on Who Wants a Millionaire called his dad to tell him he was gonna win $1 million. Yeah.
Who you calling?
God, that's the best clip
I do love that
ever.
clip.
That's the best clip ever. Dad, I am not about to win $1 million. I'm going to say the lie is the near-death experience because I believe you are trying to trick me.
The lie was the 76ers game.
Fuck me in my ass. God damn it. Why do I freak out so much and not just go in my gut?
Yeah. Well, I did put that one there because I thought it might get you. But I've been to one 76ers game with my mom when I was like 10. And I'll never forget it. It's like one of those core memories because it was around Christmas. and there was a Santa there handing out gifts for kids and stuff like that. And he gave me one. I was so excited. You know, I unwrapped it. We were walking through the concourse, and it was one walkie-talkie. What the hell am I supposed to do with one walkie-talkie? That's the worst gift I've ever gotten.
Could you sync it up to the other kids?
Maybe. No, but I don't know. I was alone with my mom, and I opened this up, and I'm just like looking at it, like what? But yeah, so that one was fake. So that does imply the other ones are real. I guess I'll start with the gambling one. Yeah, a couple of our buddies.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy actually. They're mad at me because a couple of our friends like to gamble like Bitcoin stuff and some not real money, and I was like, man, I wonder if I could do that. So I looked it up, and it's like, no, you're in Jersey. We gamble the right way through the state. I was like, all right, fine, I'm bored. I'll put in some money. So over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think I've put in a max of $150, and I have profited $3,850 off of that money.
What?
And I uninstalled the app, and I'm going to call it there.
Wait, doing what? Like roulette?
Slots. Just slots. That's it.
Dude, you're a fucking Twitch stream gambler?
I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I'll just put some money in, and I kept winning. And now I know that this is when I would lose all that if I kept playing.
Oh, you would sure would.
So I'm out.
Dude, you
take
have
my
to sign
4K
up for
and
Kick.
run. I do have to sign up for it. That is with the State Department because I have to fill out different things on my taxes now because I won over $3,000 in gambling.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the problem.
So
I will not ever be submitting what I win in gambling, which is not enough to the state because who cares? I don't know. What are they going to do? Audit me?
Maybe.
Legally, you can't use this state. I read all the laws.
That's not true. And the last one is the near-death experience. So you may have heard this story before, but it would have been a long time ago if I told you. It would have been over 5, maybe 10 years ago. It was a New Year's Eve, and I was going to a party in high school, and I was a little early. I was there with friend of the show, Trevor, of course. And we were, in the middle of farmland in Jersey, so you got to it's hard for people to find the house, find the driveway. So we went to the end of the driveway because a bunch of people were coming from out of town to flag them down. And this literal convoy of a bunch of cars and like a truck came down the road. We were waving them on. So they pull into the driveway. We say, hey, don't worry about it. Just drive down the driveway and, we'll meet you down there. And he goes, oh, why don't you just hop in the back? So, okay, sure. So Trev and I hop in the back of this truck and we get in and let's say here's the tailgate right here. So we get in, I'm here, Trev's here. And we get in and we both slam up the tailgate like that. And I can tell, I look at him and I'm like, that didn't close. And before we could react, the guy driving the truck slams on the gas. And the gate opens, truck takes off. The other cars behind them take off. I fall out of the truck almost. Trevor wraps his leg around my leg as I'm falling and pulls me back into the truck. All I saw was the tire of the car behind me, and then Trevor pulled me up. I almost got flattened that night. So,
dude,
yeah,
fucking rural kids, man.
That's how you go down here. That's the number one cause of death, I think.
Oh God.
So there you go. There's my truth.
It's like a fucking Mad Max scene.
Yeah, pretty much. So I owe that man my life. He can
honestly
he can write as much hate mail as he wants.
He can write yes. Trevor, you are welcome to do whatever you want. Honestly, rural New Jersey kind of is like Mad Max with all the.
It is. I mean, yep. Go ahead. I know you want to say it. Yeah. No, that's all right. We can leave
with all the drunk drivers. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Come on. Forget about it.
Yep.
R.I.P. That was fun. I learned a lot.
That was good. Mm-hmm.
We both were wrong.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, if you like it, we'll do it again because I got plenty more where that came from.
Okay, those are my best ones. Well, no, I can think of some other ones.
You can think of.
I was saying one of them was like the last 2 weeks, so surely I got more in me.
You got more. So I think that means it's time for Trivia Tuesday.
I think it does. Very good.
Tuesday.
I go first.
That score. Well, let me tell the audience the score.
Yeah. I'm just thinking who went first last week.
Don't remember. I haven't edited yet, so I don't know. The score is 8-3 Randall 2.
Ah, boo.
So if you started coming to this podcast being like, Aiden's fucking stupid, he doesn't know shit, guess what? I'm 3 for my last 4, okay? So you can
Okay,
all...
well, one of them was Andrew's. So
that's
I agreed to count it, but
true.
it wasn't a Star Wars question.
True. Doesn't matter. I'm still excited about it. I'll just ask you because I'm ready to go. Nice and
All right.
easy. Well, easy, simple question.
Easy-ish.
Easy-ish. How many World Series wins do the New York Yankees have?
Oh, boo.
Go Yanks. 25, 26, 27, or 28.
I think I know this.
Best team in history. Doesn't matter that they haven't won one since 09, I think. This year's their year.
I have approximate knowledge of many things. And 27 sounds like the right number. So I'm going to say 27.
That's correct.
Holy
Randall.
shit. I can't
That's
believe
correct.
That. How did I
Randall.
get that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's so sad.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, the Yankees, they were very good for a long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think
If
I
you
remember
don't know.
maybe looking that up to see how many they had or something like that. But that, if I did that, that was over 5 years ago that I did that. But
Yeah.
I remember
Oh, I
it was
was-
in that knowledge somewhere. That was in my head somewhere. So
I was right. It was 2009. Good for me. I'm glad I know the team I
good
like when they
stuff.
win things.
Very good.
Yeah, they won so much in the 1900s and not much since.
Have they only had one since the year 2000? How many have they won since?
They won in 96, 98, 99, 2000, and 2009.
That's it. 2000, 2009. Only 2 in this century.
Yeah,
They
it's
better
bad.
pick it up.
Every year is their year, and guess what? I can already see them losing in Game 7 to the Orioles in the ALCS, and it's just going to be another year like that.
It's their year to lose. All right.
It's always their year to lose.
Just
good
like-
job.
Thank you. Just like this is your question to lose.
I'm sure of it.
Well, we'll see. You ready?
Yep.
We're talking about our favorite Disney princess, Princess Leia. So,
Leia.
how many last names does Princess Leia have and use?
Okay.
A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4.
Leia Organa. Just because it's the only one I know, and I think she's a strong, Carrie Fisher's a strong, independent woman. I'm going to stick with 1 and say it's Organa.
I am going to give you one other, just because I don't know if you heard that I asked it. I said, how many does she have and use? Not just like, which one does she use because she's a girl boss? How many does she have and use? Because it's the same number. I just want to make sure you understand the question. Okay?
Are you
You
playing
can-
me
if-
for a fool right now?
Would I? Yes. But am I? That's another question. I just want you to know that that's what I'm asking before, because I don't want it to be an afterthought.
So it's probably like like Leia Organa Solo, and then some other stupid name, Skywalker. Right. She would have to be Skywalker too, I guess, right? Forgot about that one.
Did you?
I don't know. Okay. Let's cut to the goddamn chase, and I'm gonna go way crazy, and I'm gonna say 3, assuming I'm forgetting something. 3, final answer, have.
That's correct. You got it. Yep. You thought that Skywalker coming in. Yeah, it came out of nowhere, but you got it.
That would have been bad if I forgot about Skywalker.
Yeah, that's a big
earlier.
one. That is a big one.
I will say thank you for making me think more.
Yeah, well,
than,
I could tell that you were just like, oh, she would just say Organa at the end, but
she does though, right? Like she
Well,
just goes by Organa, right?
eventually, if we're gonna get into the lore for just a second,
Yeah, sure. Lore dump.
When she learns that Vader is her father, and then Vader, basically saved Luke and saved everybody, whatever. She is a senator by then, and then she changes her name to tell everybody that her name is Leia Skywalker Organa Solo, and she's the son of Darth Vader. And then they impeach her and kick her out of the of the political
Right.
system there. So because she's
Okay.
the daughter of Darth Vader, so they were like, nah, you suck. So
Well, I got to all the names.
You did.
Skywalker Organa Solo.
Yep. You did it.
So I actually knew something.
Yep. Very
Fuck
good.
yeah.
I know that
Let's
wasn't even just a
go.
guess. Like you got there. So
No, I
well done.
reasoned with myself. I mean, you gave me I appreciate the hint, the call.
Yeah. Well, it just it made sense.
Well, that's exciting. Both correct. Good for us.
It's a new leaf for us.
A new leaf. We've turned it. And the other thing we're turning is almost 30. So we're going to make today's You Asked. I'm changing the segment name to Reddit Asked.
Oh God.
I wanted to just go in. I went to the new of
no, not the
r
new.
slash r slash ask Reddit. Pulled some questions for you. So I didn't want to do like the real popular ones. I wanted some fucking weirdos. And
These are
right
some
away,
weirdos.
well,
Oh, God.
they're actually no, only the first. Only the first one. But the first one's perfect.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, so the first one is, what's a good way to get a gamer girlfriend? In the Ask Reddit subreddit. And I know it's like real because I went to the person's post history or comment history or whatever, and they comment on r/Five Nights at Freddy's porn roleplay.
Oh my God.
So, and
Sorry.
some other ones, then some other like Thick Squad or some fucking shit like that.
I can't believe you doxed my Reddit account. Okay,
Yeah,
so
sorry, bro. That's r/Randall Brown or u/Randall
yeah,
Brown.
you/Randall Brown. Yeah, no, I mean, the what's it called? Ask Reddit is just a wretched hive of scumability. The worst, just because, like, Joey, who sends questions into the show, he sends me like the worst ones that it's like, hey, women, what does it feel like when men blah, blah, blah? And it's like, you are the most disgusting loser virgins I can ever imagine. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach reading those. And you know what? This one is not much different. Anyway,
No.
how does you/Randall Brown get a gamer girlfriend? Well, I don't know. Tell him to go download an app for it, or just let's see, leave out a copy of Stardew Valley underneath a box and pull the string out and let the box fall, and then there you go. She's all yours.
That's a really good one. Nice. I was gonna say accost her on multiple channels until she finally gives in and sends you her phone number. That usually works.
Pretty much.
Be mean to her publicly.
Great question. Fantastic. Thank you. Ask Reddit.
Ask Reddit. Next one, and these ones are more normal, but I had to get that one in there, obviously.
Yeah, no, of course.
What's a discontinued product or service you wish would make a comeback, and why was it so special to you?
Ooh. Do you have one for this? Because I got to think.
While you're thinking, I thought of one. I don't know if it's super relevant, but I was thinking about the squeezy jelly tube thing.
For like a peanut butter and jelly?
No, yeah, you remember the squeeze where it was like a fun color?
Oh yeah,
not the ketchup colors.
I know the green and purple ketchup. I know that.
The green and purple ketchup, or I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of that, or I'm thinking of the pre-mixed peanut butter jelly, the swirl peanut butter jelly from like Smucker's or something.
Yeah.
Anything where it's easier to make a peanut butter jelly. Like the squeezable jelly makes sense because you can just kind of because when you go from peanut butter to jelly, it's difficult. And when I was a kid, I was lazy. Now that I'm an adult, I'm lazy.
Yeah, so you still need it. That's a good point. All right. I mean, was it Smucker's? Was it definitely like, can we petition them or anything? Or is it going?
I think, wait a second. Smucker's Goober Grape
Eureka.
at Target.
Eureka.
It still exists. And Smucker's Squeeze. They exist.
That just means that you didn't answer the question correctly. That's all that means.
Okay. Perhaps that's true. Okay. Well, then my second answer is, and this is, well, it might be discontinued. I don't know because I don't go to school there anymore. My very first thought was snack wraps from Shine. I miss those every day of my life. Glenda.
God, I couldn't remember her name. That's on me. I should have remembered her name.
No, I would kill for her to make me a snack. The double snack wrap, a ranch and a buffalo. Come on, forget about it.
The Shine Student Center snack wraps at Syracuse. They're discontinued from us. I doubt either of us.
They're discontinued from us.
That is a fantastic answer. I'll give you that one for sure.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a cut.
Yep. So mine, do you remember? They're like these weird pyramidical cartons for icy things. Minute Maid made them.
Yes, I absolutely know what you're talking about.
I used to love those things, despite the soggy cardboard mixing with the artificial
Horrible.
coloring and flavor.
Did you just
I don't know. I
Get
think I remember liking to like hold the ice and drink the whatever melted. So I think that's how they did it down in my area.
That's
But-
how they did it down in
But
yucky
anyway, I
Jersey.
think those got discontinued for obvious reasons of the chemicals and like ink that children were drinking, from the carton. But
Dude, I feel like it would legit rub off. Like the inside
Yeah,
of it would.
it would.
You
Yeah.
you could see the word, like the expiration date on the icy part.
Yep.
Those were so horrible. Did you ever?
Yeah.
Did you ever have bagged milk
bagged milk?
at
No.
school? Like
Always
bagged.
my school was able to afford cartons. I don't know where you
Well,
went to school, but
Kindergarten only. We had like little bagged milk that you just fucking stab a straw into.
I don't remember much from kindergarten. But
I remember
okay.
that vividly. I
Yeah,
feel like we're gonna have.
alright.
I feel like we have some maybe Midwest listeners that will really know what I'm talking
Bagged
about.
milk. Sounds terrible.
Bagged milk is elite. Okay, I got one more for you. And then
Alright.
we can wrap it up.
What do you got?
What is the best safe for work feeling in the world for you?
Okay.
Safe for work. So this person was not being weird. They didn't want to know what it felt like when a man
Yeah, I
was
got you.
inside
That's why
of
they
you.
said
Okay.
save for work. I got you. I
Yeah.
know what you mean. You go first. I assume if you thought about it. If not, I can.
Yeah, I found these, but I wanted to keep the conversation loose. I was saying I got a weighted blanket again recently. I've been sleeping with that weighted blanket, and it truly helps so much. Like, I sleep so much better in that weighted blanket. Like, it
Really?
it goes on you, and I feel like so many of my problems go away.
I don't know. You're like the fifth person I know that said that weighted blankets are like the best thing ever. But I don't know. I feel like I would just feel like I need to move. I don't know.
No, you can still move. You can still get around. You can still dance. You can shimmy. You can do whatever weird stuff you do in bed. But it's just a little weight to take away from the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Wow, that's a good ad. Are we
Yeah,
sponsored?
that is. Trying.
Okay. Huh. All right. That's pretty good. A weighted blanket.
Currently sponsored by the Five Nights at Freddy's porn roleplay subreddit.
They have so much money. I don't know why.
They do.
All right. I'm gonna say the best feeling is after a full day at the beach when you've been in the sun all day or in the ocean all day, and you come back and you get in a pool afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's
That's
like
it.
because you've been baking all day and then you just get like steamed off, like hot iron into the bucket. That's it.
That's a fantastic answer.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. That's mine.
Yeah, fantastic. And then like the nap after, or just that sleep that night.
And I would even add on like the shower and then the clean clothes when you're like your skin's still warm and you're in a cold. Oh my god, it's the best. It's the best.
Oh, let me tell you what, that gets me fired up right now. That gets me fired up. But no time to be fired up. Actually, I am fired up for the Eagles game. We're wrapping
Birds.
this right before the Eagles play
Go
the
Birds.
Falcons on Monday night. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
I have the Falcons to cover and the over. So
Editors know. The Eagles blew it. The Falcons did cover. They won because the Eagles stink. I hate it here.
Gotta gamble.
whatever.
Gotta gamble.
Yeah, gotta gamble. When this comes out, you're like, Aiden, you lost both those bets, and that'll be fine. So thank you for listening. Randall, anything to plug?
Just don't forget, send your questions out and go ahead and tell your friends that don't listen to us to send some questions because we want some unhinged ones. I think I said this before, but I'm still saying it until we get more unhinged questions. So send them in.
Please.
Make a fake email, send your own unhinged questions. For example,
Or use your real email.
I asked my brother, I said, how come you haven't sent in any questions? And he said, well, I wanted to be anonymous. And I was like,
Okay.
many questions with that, but still. So, if you got it, you can do a 15-minute email online. There's a website for that. There you go. You can do that.
That's fine. And you can send those to pod.whoasked@gmail.com. Remember, tell your parents to send them. Tell your parents not to
yes.
listen because they won't like what they hear. Follow us. Do all the other shit that I say at Who Asked Show. We love you. We appreciate you. That's all. Goodbye.
Adios.